the honey wheat. So we're going to go to New York, which is the place to go when you want a bagel. And literally, this is the place to go when it comes to bagels. It's just bagels, and all they do is make bagels. This is a 24 count of their 4-ounce New York City bagels in a choice of flavor. The one that you're looking at is the blueberry. Would you like some bagel with your blueberries?
I mean, look at all of them, right?
But you also have a choice of getting all 24 in the plain, or you can get combinations. So the plain with James's favorite, the honey wheat. You can get the plain with the blueberry, or you can get the honey wheat and the blueberry combination. This is $44.98. It's $1.87 per bagel. And honestly, if you go to New York, there's no place in the city that you're going to go in and pay only $1.87 for a bagel, period. So just so you know, Stacey Stauffer is here with us. Took a little time of her busy day, and you've got some exciting things happening today, so we're happy for you. Congratulations.
For my son,
her son is graduating. But this is literally one of those seasonal offerings. We don't do the honey wheat all the time.
No, it's been a long time since I've been able to bring it here.
There's no auto delivery, is there, Mike? No. On this, no.
But exciting that the honey wheat here. This is a nice selection of sweet and then our classic, depending on what you want to do. And that's why you might want to do a combo. But there's really a difference when it comes to a Just Bagels, because it is a New York bagel, not New York style. And it all begins with 5 very important steps, starting at our bakery in the Bronx, where we bring in the best water possible, straight from the Catskill Mountains, perfect pH balance for pasta, pizza, and bread. It's then our other ingredients. We add malt and molasses to our dough, nothing artificial, no peanuts, no tree nuts, everything's kosher here. We age our dough 8 to 10 hours. That really helps build the chew and the crust. We, of course, boil our bagels. A lot of big bakeries don't do that. We do, because otherwise it would just be bread with a hole in it. Exactly. And then we bake it in a 500-degree hearth steel plated oven. This is them taking a ride to cool down before we pack them up, because the day we bake is the day we ship. So when you get these as fresh as you're watching Jane pull on that honey wheat, the very important thing to do is they will arrive ambient, freshly baked. So you want to throw them into the freezer to help preserve it, because there are no artificial preservatives in here. And that's the sleeve that they come in. They're delightful, they're chewy, they're everything a bagel should be. And again, that honey wheat is amazing. Here's what the classic looks like. See that brown shine? That is the crust. And then watch as I pull this apart. This is what we talk about a true New York bagel being. A nice, beautiful chew that comes with this. Not hard, not too dense. The malt and molasses adds a depth of flavor. So the classic, I don't like to call it plain, has a flavor to it already. And it's not gonna sit in the belly of your stomach like it feels like a brick. That's why I fell in love with Just Bagels and wanted to partner with the company, because before that, I wasn't a big bagel fan.
No.
Not at all.
And this is so good for, bagels, as you knew, the base for everything from pizzas to delicious sandwiches. We've got shrimp burgers coming up a little bit later on in the show. This with a shrimp burger on top, oh my gosh. Or use this for your classic bagels and schmear with the lox and the onions and all that. That's my mom's favorite way. All right, next up.
The honey wheat. Again, your husband's favorite. We don't bring it often. So what we do is we add coarse wheat flour to our regular dough. This is going to be a light wheat bagel, a little bit of sweet, because we then add generous amounts of honey to the dough. We then bake it. The malt and molasses also in there to give it that savoriness, but then we add granulated honey on top and then rolled oats.
And can I show you the inside of this? Because when I pull this open, you can see, you can see it there on the side, but look at literally, you can see the texture. And that's that coarse wheat. That's that coarse wheat. And of course, when you pull it open, that, means flavor, it means the sweetness, it means that texture, the chew that we love. all of that with some butter, some jam, delicious.
It is not your grocery store wheat bagel by far. Right. And then to show you again my personal flavor, and obviously a lot of people love a classic blueberry bagel. So this one again, a touch of vanilla to add this beautiful light sweetness, but loaded, overloaded, I like to say, with plump, juicy blueberry. Again, the malt and molasses gives it the depth of flavor. We age that dough. That's why you get this incredible chewiness, but still light when you eat it, and that beautiful crust. This one is awesome, believe it or not, to make a blueberry French toast. So all you would do, again, take it out of the freezer. Oh, sorry about that. Take it out of the freezer, pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Then you can easily slice it. You can toast it in whatever vehicle, air fryer,
because I like it toasted on all sides.
Or for the French toast, then just take your your halves, dip it in a little bit of egg, put it in a frying pan, a skillet with a little bit of butter, and in just a couple of minutes, you get blueberry French toast.
Delicious.
Bagel
all right,
style.
let me give you an update on what's happening. Like I said, you can get them all in the plain, 500 remaining. You can get them all in the wheat, or in that blueberry. Am I saying that right? No. Actually, the plain is the only one you can get all by itself. The other ones are combos. So it's the plain with the wheat, and there's 300 of those, or plain with the blueberry, 200 of those, or you can get the blueberry with the wheat. And that's been the most popular. There is no auto delivery. There's only 500 of that combo. So if you are like Stacy and your kids are getting ready to get out of school, she knows that she's got at least 2 or 3 months of boys running around her house, looking in the pantry, or going to the refrigerator and standing there with the door open. Like, what's in here? And here's the thing. This is all you need in your refrigerator. Is those bagels and maybe a jar of peanut butter and maybe a jar of almond butter, and you are good to go.
Right, exactly. Rachel, check out this table down here. What we did is take those halves, and then you can really, like, especially if the kids are younger, the grandkids, load them up with some M&Ms, some sprinkles, cut up fruit. Yeah.
I had to. Sorry, Jane. I just had to pop in because I used to live in New York City, and I wanted to re-emphasize what Jane said. You cannot find a bagel in New York City that is a New York bagel for this price, and it's not even this good, even if it is a higher price. So it's amazing. They really
I think
are.
the ones that they throw in the trash are probably more than $1.80. The day old in the back.
Right?
So we're going to take a little break because we've got another 2 hours or an hour and a half of us together with Gourmet.